All right, so we need to get some numbers out here. So here's what we're working with. This is my Western Rattler 357. Somebody will still comment and say, is it the 30 or the 357? It's a 357. Stop typing. I've got a carry handle on it. It might look dumb. You might think it's crazy. I keep trying to take it off because I think the same thing, but I keep putting it back on because daggone, it's nice. It's handy, I'm telling you. Because it only fits really in one place without messing everything else up, I put that on there. Why do I have that? Well, I was doing a build and I was going to use it on a less lethal Joker build and ended up not using it, and it's the only one I have. I will replace it with one that doesn't look so, you know, purple. So I got the big UTG bipod. Those bipods are awesome, by the way. This is the 4-power Wraith Mini. Love this freaking thing. I've got the other one on the way, the 2-power for less lethal stuff, so we can do some more like POV less lethal shooting. So I've got this thing turned up, not all the way, but almost all the way. As you can see, we've got this a power pack with a digital readout. I'm gonna do a little better with that soon, but you definitely want that with this optic. I've got a vertical little angled foregrip there, not vertical but angled foregrip, for if you want to pick it up and you know, shoulder it, which actually is pretty shoulderable, much more so than the Terminator. Very much more so than the Terminator. So we're gonna see what we got going on here. Okay, so the first ammo that we're gonna try here, and I'm not gonna turn it up between different kinds of ammo yet, but the first kind of ammo we're gonna try here is the JSB Hades pellets. So these are 5 grams and 77.2 grains. This should be a pretty decent day to get the Chrono to work. So got the space shuttle checklist done here.
1018.
1018. Alright, so 239 joules, 175 foot-pounds on that shot. Alright, I'm gonna clear that so it'll quit flashing full at me. I want to take just a couple more with these. Whoa. Oh, wow. So Charles is gonna laugh at that. I got lucky to not destroy something there. I apparently just nicked the wire or something. But I shot at the I got the wrong freaking blue steel in my sights there. That was not good.
$995. $997. $995.
Okay, so the first shot was obviously the strongest. So, and we can see what that would be. So 228 and 168. 228 joules, 168 foot-pounds. So, and once we get, you know, to rocking or whatever, we're going to, you know, refill and all that jazz. And so what I'm doing, and by the way, that's how easy it was to unload the rest of that mag. These things are, I could care less if they don't have a removable mag. Like, you can load them, unload them fast, 3 at a time. I mean, can't beat that. All right, so now we're gonna try some mammoths here. 150 grain. 100 and scales all over the place. All right, 149 grain. 9.7 grams. 149 grain, 9.7 grams. All right, now for my less lethal peeps, remember, this is pretty much the weight of a Canada riot ball. Okay, 9.7 grams versus 9.9 grams, right? This is a freaking heavy slug. All right, let's see what kind of numbers this gets. See if it sounds any different too. Golly.
800.
800. A smooth 800. Apparently the UPS is here. Maybe it's some toys. Stand by. All right, so that was 286 joules. 210 foot-pounds. 286 joules, 210 foot-pounds. So notice the massive difference in power just based off of what ammo I'm using. So, and I'm sure directly proportionate to the weight. I'm going to take a couple more with these just to see the numbers. I definitely want to pay attention.
807. 810.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna give it a little click. You don't want to go over with these things, or it like won't work right. It's weird. It'll like fire every other shot, and the one it does fire on is ridiculously strong, and kicks and like jumps, and yeah, it's bad juju. So then you gotta like take the tank off and everything, because you can't cut these down under pressure. So, and I've noticed that when you cut them up, like I don't think it takes effect for like a couple of shots either. So you definitely want to take your time with them.
$811. 812. 808.
Let's see what we're at here. So 295 joules, 217 foot-pounds. 295, 217. I might risk one more click and then fill it up. After a couple of shots. So the most I've hit with it is 375 joules, 276 foot-pounds.
$812. $809. $796. $783.
Probably it. All right.
779.
All right, so I'm going to fill this up and then see where we're at. Okay, so top to back off. I put my sunshade on and then it kind of gets a little dimmer. Let's see, let's make sure I got the legs back open on this because it wasn't quite stable enough. I was getting a little worried. See, not quite stable enough with them like that either, but. Yeah, what's going on here? Y'all thought I was gonna lose it that time, didn't you? I think my cheap but cool looking cord for my power pack has a short in it. At least I think that's what's going on. All right, so we're still dealing with the 9.7 gram slugs. We got a full tank here. Both safeties off. Oh, the sunshade's nice. I always kept it on my old one, but.
$807.
So the best numbers I got was with the what were they, 8.2 gram slugs that come from Blue Ridge Air Guns. Not sure what they were, but holler at Nathan and ask him because they were awesome. I'll go ahead and turn it up a little more, but I'm afraid that since we're not hitting higher numbers, I'm afraid I'm going to end up overloading and probably. I can't imagine though, because these slugs are heavier, and we're not very far off from the Chrono there. I would think I would get better numbers with these, but apparently not. But it might just not be up yet. But these things are like, I mean, you get to where it's like, you know, little, and then too much. Like they're kind of finicky. Well, not finicky, but it's like. You're changing a lot. It's a stiff curve at the end.
805. 813.
I don't think you read that one.
810.
This thing's got about the kick of I don't know. I think it might even be a little bit more than like a 5.56. Like at least you feel it. I feel like you feel it more. But maybe it's just because it's, you know, not a lot else going on. So, you know.
806.
But it's definitely, it blows my mind for an air gun to have any kind of recoil. But I guess this ain't your typical air gun. This ain't your Red Ryder, son. I don't feel like we're going anywhere. I'm gonna do one more click and that's it. Cause, like I say, it might just be that other ammo's performed a lot better. Because there's a big difference between different kinds of ammo on these things.
808. 805. 813. 811.
Oh heck. I can always cut it down if we go too far. It'd be good for you guys to see how they do. I videoed it before and then didn't show it because it was like, not ideal. Not an ideal video. I made a lot of assumptions. Because I'm a guy, I'm not gonna look at directions or ask somebody. I'm gonna mess around till I break it or figure it out. All right, I did 2 more clicks.
806.
See, it's not really changing, right? But like I say, that's how I've seen it do, and then all of a sudden it's wow. So
805.
I definitely am not gonna turn it up anymore until I, re-gas, off gas, all that crap.
805.
Have another.
798.
Okay, so these, I switched it up. These are the Pro Slugs. These are 109 grain, 7.05 gram. So definitely different weight on these puppies. So we'll see what happens. I haven't turned anything or anything, but I did fill it back up.
898.
Okay, let me see what that is. So that's 262, so that's down to 262 joules. And 262 joules, 193 foot-pounds. So let's shoot again and see. That's quite the drop in power with those.
896. 896.
Good old Doopy. Not really anything even checking that because it's even lower. So you gotta ask yourself. Cause I was like 309 the last time I checked with one of the 8.2s that I'm out of. On it. So I'm feeling like I'm not getting anywhere with the turning it up, and I feel like that right now the only performance gain to get it to that's just going to be that other ammo, but I might be wrong. I have done this a time or two, and it's this is kind of, yeah.
894. 895.
Huh.
902.
Interesting. That one had less recoil than the other ones. What does that tell you? Okay, I'll tell you, because it's potentially one that was sized better for the barrel. Other ones might have been a little bigger, causing more friction. This one had less recoil because there's less back pressure. That one had a lot of recoil.
890.
Let's see.
893.
So I wonder if these slugs aren't a little on the thicker side.
866.
Yeah, man, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't think a BB gun gonna do much to anybody. All right, so this is, I didn't show you the pellets because, I mean, they're pellets. But this is the big, and I don't know how good you'll see this, or how well you'll see this either. But, because it's a GoPro, and, you know, they're not exactly for micro. Even though you can buy a lens or something for them, whatever. So that's the ones that we were doing in the middle there. And then here is the FX hybrid slugs, which they're just about all hollow point. Like, it's pretty crazy. There's not much to them. They're pretty, that's, yeah. So they're 4.4 grams, 68 grains. It's grains, 4.4 grams.
$1,024.
It's driving me nuts. Wouldn't matter if I was not doing this, it doesn't really matter, but like target shooting, it would really matter. Ow, ow. Alright.
1,047. 1,044. 1,048.
Let's check that. I don't know why I walk out with my glasses on. So that's 223 joules, 164 foot-pounds. 223, 164. But now, let's see, how low are we now? Oh no, we're not low. So, we'll shoot a few more of those, but apparently not liking those as well as the other stuff.
$1,047. 1,034.
This thing's got the best trigger. Like, it's just this thing's the bomb. Like, oh my god.
1,026.
I don't think it was weird. Brenda said I can't sleep with it. I was trying to, I thought, I mean, you know, at the foot of the bed, it wasn't like I was going to spoon it or something, but she said that'd be weird. Lord help me. All right, so to load these things, this is, by the way, these are the Predator Polymags, 80.8 grain, 5.25 gram. So when you load these things, you pop this little lever over there and you pop this little thing up, you know. I hope you guys can see. What I do is I put my ammo in my left hand and use my left hand to hold it up, and then I can go 1, 2, 3, boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, boom, boom, boom. Ready to shoot. So it's a pretty fast loading piece. I really like, I can't get over how much I love it. Y'all know I like toys. I like, you know, most of the stuff I get, but yeah, this is special.
992.
Woo! Let's see. So, 238. 238 joules, 175 foot-pounds. So, and with that I am going to turn it some more. I went ahead and went 3 notches because I'm getting impatient.
974. 996. 993.
'This is 4 more, so you guys are probably definitely going to get to see what happens when you overdrive it.
997.
Okay.
1004. 998. 1001. 1000. 1004. 1001.
Three more.
995.
Shut up, woman.
1000. 976.
Whoop, there it goes.
963.
All right, you see that? That means you went too far. Now let me show you what happens when you do. All right, so I'm just gonna put just like a couple in, and I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen is it's gonna fire. It's gonna have a shot that basically is like nothing, and I'm gonna do 3. Well, no, I need to do 4. It's going to have a shot that's basically like nothing, and then it's going to have a shot where this thing kicks like a freaking mule, then nothing, and kicks like a freaking mule, and that's basically what happens when you turn it up too much. So, you know, here we go. It's doing different this time for once. Oh. Let's see.
784.
Alright, so there's the nothing. Now watch. No, I didn't do it at all. Oh, because it's completely down. Completely down. Which is very much not good. Let me tell you why. If you run one of these completely down to where you pull the trigger and nothing happens, you take all the ammo out of it before you hook it up to air, because depending on how it is, you can be in a situation where that it will fire once it gets to enough pressure. If you've already pulled the trigger, blah blah blah. I know I have a hole. Well, I don't have a hole, but I have a dent in my steel door directly because of it. And luckily, I kind of thought that it might happen just because of the way it like behaved. So I pointed it in a safe direction. Normally I pointed at Brenda while it's, you know, fiddling up, but I said no, not this time. But anyway, so here's the deal. When you overdrive one, you have to cut it down, but you have to go ahead and unscrew this tank and let all the pressure off of it, because you cannot make a downward adjustment on the velocity. So what I did the first time is, when this happened, and I wasn't, you know, going this easy with it either. I cut it up way too fast, and but anyway, I cut it down all the way down and cut it back up, and you know, went too far, then like cut it down like it was like 15 turns or whatever. Disengaged everything, cut it down like 15 turns, gassed it back up, and it was hitting like, you know, 375 joules. But then after that, I've hit like 309. I think 309 was the best after that so far. But like I say, I was hitting the best with that 8.2 gram ammo. So I don't know how much that had to do with it or what. But we're going, you know, we're going to see here. So I'm going to cut this puppy, cut her down, and you know, go from there. Okay, so I loaded her back up with the Hades, and now we're basically cut all the way down. So we'll see what that is. Why ain't she talking? What?
524.
There we go. So that's crazy. 524. Let's see what that is actually. Those are 5 grams. All right, so 63 joules and 46 foot-pounds. That's as low as you can get one of these. 63 joules and 46 foot-pounds. That's crazy. Alright, so I'm gonna, let's see, it was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, no sense bullshitting, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Let's call it 39. Let's see what 39 does. I like 39. Alright, 39. But this sounds different.
1016.
Boom, son! Why do I never take my glasses with me? Alright, that brought it up to a modest 238. 175 pounds. So that was 39. 39 turns up. Alright, so let's try the, because I think that's about all I get with that lighter ammo anyway, I'm thinking. I'm not sure, but, well, alright, that's 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 44. I'm sticking on 44. I know before I've had 47 be too much, I think. It varies though, it's not always necessarily going to be the same. So this is, yeah, whatever I just said.
1014.
Oh, that's respectable.
1023.
Alright, alright.
1019.
241 joules with this ammo. Like I say, I'm thinking it's probably going to be a lot more with the other. Okay, so yeah, still got good air. So I got those out and put the 9.7 gram slugs in. So yeah, let's see if we hit more energy just by changing to that ammo.
$816.
816. So we were 241. So that brings it up to 298 by just switching to that ammo to 298. I'm kind of let's see, 298, well, let's see here. I'm not wanting to push it. I'm thinking that, honest to goodness, that that 8.2 gram ammo was the ticket. Because I feel like that I'm right at the, I don't know though, it gets kind of finicky there at the end anyway. Let's see. 816. Not finicky, but tricky, touchy. Yeah, let's go with that.
820.
Moving.
818. 819. 817.
Let's see what the 820 was. That's 301 joules. Alright, so I filled her back up. Boy, I got so much stuff in my pockets. I filled her back up. I turned one more click. And these are the heavy ones still. The 9.7s.
$820.
Alright, so that's 31, or 301 joules still. Uh-oh.
824.
Uh-oh. I knew that one was more. You could tell that was more.
824.
Uh-oh.
828.
Uh-oh.
821. 821.
Golly, that thing's beast mode.
825.
I mean, that thing is just serious. Yeah. Alright, so that's 307. So remember I said 309 was the most I got it otherwise, right? So I'm going, well, I know one more click will be like the end of it. But I am me. Let's see here.
821. 824.
Of course,
824.
we're getting low too, so hopefully I won't be in overdrive when I fill it back up. I probably should have done that before I did that last click.
824. 816.
That's insane. I mean, that is just insane how that thing sounds. I hope it sounds as good. Like, make sure to listen to it on a good sound system. Like, I hope my speakers or my mic's picking it up good enough. I should put the directional. Oh, I'm going to for the next thing. Yeah. All right, so I got her toppled back off. Cross your fingers.
Woo!
Woo! Woo! Yeah, I know that's a good number. Freaking glasses. Alright, that's 317 with this ammo, and this is not the ammo that I got considerably higher numbers with, so that's awesome. At 317 joules.
831.
317 joules.
830. 827.
I really don't want to push my luck. That's a plenty. I mean, I honestly, I think that's, I'm afraid to go any more. If I had the other ammo and we were hitting that number, I would definitely go more. But I'm saying, because I feel like I'm about where I was at. And quite frankly, I liked where I was at, man. Because it's a perfect finish. Like, it starts at the top of it starts at the one side of the green, and you finish with the needle on the other side of the green. It's like exactly perfect. Like, it couldn't get any better. These are the most freaking precise. I mean, these things are just, they're freaking awesome. They're just machines, man. Let's destroy something.